Hello and welcome to Rathods IAS Academy. Today in this session we are going to see very important topic from your anthropology, that too from paper 2 guys. That is Sanskritisation. As an UPSC aspirant, if you chose this anthropology as your optional, you have to dive deep into the topics for sure. In this Sanskritisation topic, you have to know about what is the definition of Sanskritisation, what are the key features of Sanskritisation, and the anthropologists who did study in this Sanskritisation, who are they, and about their contributions you have to know. And next one is what are the mechanisms of this Sanskritisation, and you have to know the case studies. If possible, you have to see what are the positive impacts and negative impacts, and even you have to collect enough case studies. Apart from that, you have to see about how the questions will be asking from this topic in your anthropology case. Because optional plays a very important role. It will be 500 marks case. Paper 1 is 250 and paper 2 is 250. So if you want to score 300 plus marks in anthropology or any other optional subject in this matter, you have to do in deep study regarding each and every topic. Okay, now let us see about the Sanskritisation. First of all, let us see about the definition of the Sanskritisation. What is the Sanskritisation? Before seeing this, let us see the concept of different caste in our society, guys. So if you are saying about this caste system in India, as you all know that this caste system emerged during this period. Which is that period? Ancient period. That too in this early Vedic period and later Vedic period, this caste system came into existence. Everyone knows that. But there is a small difference between this early Vedic and later Vedic period regarding this caste system. If you see about this caste system, we have Chaturvarna system, we have Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, next one is Shudras. Apart from this, we have Dalits and as well as scheduled tribes. In early Vedic period, this caste system is based on occupation. That means if you change your occupation, it is very easy to change your caste. But in later Vedic period, this caste system became very, very rigid. Now, from this later Vedic period onwards, caste is based on birth. If you were born to Brahmin, you are Brahmin. If you are born to Kshatriyas, you are Kshatriyas. If you are born to Vaishyas, you are Vaishya. If you are born to Shudra, you are Shudra. If you are born to Dalit, you are Dalit. If you are born to a scheduled tribe, you are scheduled tribe. There is no movement from one caste to another caste. But people, they are moving from one caste to another caste through mechanism called as caste mobility. So in this mechanism of caste mobility, lower caste, what they are doing, they are imitating the rituals of this higher caste people, and they started claiming this higher caste status. So this phenomena is called as Sanskritisation. Sanskritisation is a process in which low caste individuals, they are imitating these high caste people rituals or lifestyle or learning of Vedas, whatever it may be, and now they are claiming this high caste status. So this entire process is called as Sanskritisation. Let us see the definition, guys. Sanskritisation refers to a socio-cultural process through which lower caste, especially scheduled caste and as well as scheduled tribes and other marginalized groups, they imitate rituals, customs, beliefs, lifestyle and practices of this dominant upper caste, and later they will claim this upper caste status. So this entire phenomena which is related to society and as to this cultural process, and this phenomena is called as Sanskritisation. If you're talking about the key features of this Sanskritisation, you can see the image. So here one Brahman is there and here one more Brahman is there. So you can see, by seeing their attires, we can see he's from low caste and he's from high caste. And here you can see like Brahmins and the people who are having common dining, and you can see those food items are vegetarian food items. The key features of the Sanskritisation are, first one is culture imitation. So low caste people will imitate the culture of high caste people. They'll go for certain things. As you all know that Dvija system, that is nothing but twice born, that is nothing but what happens? So they'll go for wearing of sacred thread. It is called as Upanayana. So this ceremony will be done only in this higher caste. But even lower caste are doing that kind of rituals of wearing this sacred thread, and they are claiming that they belongs to higher caste. So there is imitation of culture, guys. Okay, so that's the first thing. And even lower caste people will perform Vedic rituals, and they are claiming this high caste. And next one is endogamy and ritual purity. So what happens here is endo means inside, gami means marriage. They'll go for marriage within their so and so close skin people so that they can maintain purity. So they are also following this endogamy, and even they are going for ritual purity. And now this low caste people are claiming this high varnas like Brahmins, Kshatriyas, etc. And next one is dominant caste influence. So we'll be also having this topic called as dominant caste. I'll be discussing about this topic later on. But actually, in any village, if there are large group of members, for example, if the people are belonging to so and so caste, if their number is more, and if they are owning the resources, if they are having large number of assets, they will become dominant caste. In the same way, are low caste people, they are influencing this dominant caste by increasing their number or having more assets or like having more land and even having control on resources as this dominant caste people do. And this one is not structural changes, like they are not only focusing on these rituals, but even people, they are having certain non-structural changes. Those non-structural changes are economic, political restructuring. So through this economic and political restructuring, they are also claiming this higher caste. Especially they are using the census methods. In that census mechanisms, they are claiming this high caste. So these are the features of this sensitization. And if you see about this origin of this term coined by M.N. Srinivas. Here you can see image of M.N. Srinivas. So he was a person who contributed or who coined this word Sanskritisation, and he used this word Sanskritisation in his book called Religion and Society Among Coorgs of South India. So M.N. Srinivas observed this concept of sensitization, where Coorgs of this Karnataka, they belongs to middle ranking caste, they are adopting these Brahminical practices to claim higher caste. And he studied about that Coorgs and he wrote about this Coorg sensitization in this book, guys. And if you see about the history of the sensitization, if you go back to our ancient texts like Manusmriti and even Mahabharata also, yes, we have this concept of claiming of high caste status by low caste, but there it was written like Brahmanization. That means lower caste people, they are adopting the rituals and doing certain traditions and culture, and they are adopting certain lifestyle modifications, and they are claiming that they are Brahmins. So this concept is called as Brahmanization, which was written in our even ancient text. But later on, we came up with this Kshatriyization, because certain group of people, they started claiming that they are Kshatriyas, and certain group of people, they started claiming as Rajput, that is called as Rajputization. So actually this concept is not at all the modern phenomena. Even if you go back to our ancient text, it was written, guys. Don't think that this is the new concept for sure. Okay, if you see the mechanisms of this sensitization, first one is ritual adoption. They are adopting certain rituals. For example, as I said, wearing of a sacred thread. That is one important ritual. And even doing certain yagnas, yagas. And next one is lifestyle changes. Actually, tribes, they are leaving this beef eating practices and they are moving towards vegetarian food, and they are claiming high caste status. And next one is mythological claims. So to some people, they will trace their ancestry back to their some ancient texts like Ramayana, Mahabharata. For example, certain people say that we are descendants of Rama. That means we belong to Kshatriyas. So like that, they will use this mythological claims. And this one is economic enablers. For example, if the people having large land holdings and if they are having access to the resources, if they are controlling resources, obviously they'll claim that they belong to high caste. And it's one is state or social validation, especially during the census. Census during this British period, at that time, many caste people, they claimed high caste status. Okay, so these are the mechanisms which mainly used for sensitization. So here you can see in this image, they're saying that lower caste, they will imitate upper caste practices and they will increase their social status. If you see certain case studies related to the Sanskritisation in India, because this paper 2 is about Indian anthropology, so now we have to focus on examples from our country itself. So as you all know that first one is Coorgs or Kodavas of Karnataka. So this study done by M.N. Srinivas, and they adopted Brahmanical rituals, for example, ancestor worship with Vedic hymns, and teetotalism. Teetotalism is nothing but they're abstaining from alcohol. They will not consume alcohol. By that, they are claiming that they belong to Kshatriya status or Brahman status. And this one is Nadar community in Tamil Nadu. They are originally Tory tapers. They belong to the Shudras. But they sensitized and they started entry into the temples. They follow strict vegetarianism and they'll use Sanskrit names. That led to economic upliftment of those people and that led to increasing of trade. And finally, they are claiming this high caste. And this one is, you know about this Lingaites in Karnataka. So especially during this Bhakti movement in India, that is around 12th century, this movement was led by Basavanna. But later, it waves involved adopting Shaivite rituals. They started using or they started imitating the Shiva or Shaivite rituals and now they are claiming that they are Brahmins. They are also having this Brahmins like purity and that influenced the regional art and as well as literature in that area. And this one is Yadavs in North India. So Yadavs are normally pastoralists. That means they depend on grazing of animals, animal products, dairy products, etc. So Yadavs in this Bihar and UP claim Kshatriya descent from Krishna because Lord Krishna belongs to which clan? Yadava clan. So we are descendants from this Krishna, so we belongs to Kshatriya. And they adopted vegetarianism and as well as they sensitized their weddings and even political mobilization amplified their higher caste status. And next one is, you can take some examples of tribals in India. For example, Bhils in Rajasthan, they adopted Rajput customs to claim the warrior status. Not only this Bhils of Rajasthan, but even Gonds in Madhya Pradesh incorporated Hindu deities and they started claiming of high caste status. So these are the certain case studies. And now let us see how the question can be framed from this topic. So if you see here, I gave you 3 practice questions. First one is define sensitization and illustrate with suitable examples. You can write definition, you can give examples. Next one is critically examine the role of sensitization in facilitating social mobility in Indian society. How does it differ from westernization? So I'll be dealing about this westernization in a later class, don't worry. And this one is sensitization while promoting cultural assimilation perpetuates caste hierarchies discussed with reference to tribal communities. So by using that case studies, by using the content, by using the concept, you have to write the answers. So I hope this video is very helpful, guys. Yes. And we are going to start new anthropology batch from November 25th onwards. The key features of this course are duration of this course is 4 months. Every day you will be having 2.5 hours of classes. Every day we have daily answer writing practice and weekend on Saturday we have weekly test and we do provide evaluation and feedback, guys, and we provide in detail class notes and as well as material for paper 1 and paper 2 along with PYQs, that is previous questions from topic wise. Not only that, we are going to provide you the blueprint of anthropology. And next one is one-to-one mentorship is available, and we are going to cover each and every topic in detail with relevant case studies, examples. And our class will not be at all boring, guys. And we will be having interactive classes along with videos, images. I'll be showing everything clearly in our class. So if you want to join this course, you can register, guys. Registration form link is given below in the description box. Please find that attachment. Thank you so much, guys. If you really like this class, please do hit the like button. Please do share this class to your friends, and do subscribe to Rathods IAS Academy. Don't forget.